lights, cameras, and questionable opinions, it's time to review Tron with Mike from the Movie Men. Let's get into it. As always, the opening box office weekend was $33.5 million. Now that didn't hit the mark that the studio wanted, but it still was kind of a strong suit for what we have seen in this day and age for remakes and movies. So this movie was about a race for an artificial intelligence code that will create permanence, which basically means you can bring any AI into our world. So there's an AI world and there's a real world, and you can bring anything from the AI world into the real world, and it can be permanently stable without having a time frame or nothing. In the first Tron, we got introduced to AI in the grid. The second one hones it, and in the third Tron, it brings it to the real world. Now, the themes of this movie were good versus evil. You had fear versus respect, curiosity, and then on top of that, you had a yearning for purpose. So the pros of this movie, there was a great backstory given, and why we were here was given at the beginning. Looking at this movie through the eyes of remakes, I was pleased they gave us a why we are here now watching this movie. I really love the aspect of AI learning and having free range. There's a distinct point in this movie where Athena goes in the transfer portal where I'm like, oh yeah, they're just having their way now. They're coming and going as they please. In the end, where Ares talks to Flynn, he's talking to Flynn for the permanence code. And that's where you see Flynn is trying to look for something in Ares to see, why should I give him this code? And feelings are what separates technology from humans and AI. So if an AI or a program can feel, then it deserves permanence or a chance to be or feel human. So the search for permanence while being impermanent yourself was such an eye-opener and theme in this movie too, at least for me. And the last pro I had for this, the action and graphics were actually really good. Some of the cutscenes for the graphics and like the angles that they would do in the cuts were really, really nice. So those were my pros for this movie. Now for the cons. This might be a spoiler alert, but the AI can only last 29 minutes in the real world without the code. They were doing a lot of stuff in that 29 minutes to make it's not even realistic in the movie world. Like, they were doing so much that, man, this is so much stuff in 29 minutes. There's no way they could have been doing all of that. I mean, like, they built a whole battleship, traveled across the city, and was chasing a girl for 29 minutes? Nah, be for real. Be for real. And then, another spoiler alert, at the end of the movie, they shut down the Dillinger system. But he was still able to transfer himself into the grid and become Sark. Now, even with the backup generator and rebooting, there just wasn't enough time with the police banging on your door and blowing it off that you could really program and reverse engineer a photon particle laser to transfer yourself into the grid. So with that kind of being a little iffy in the 29 minutes part, that to me knocked off 1 point of this movie, which my final rating was a 9 out of 10. This has been Mike from the Movie Men, where my opinions are always questionable, and I'll see you next time.